Officials are investigating after a 33-year-old man fell to his death this week while touring the Grand Canyon.
Great story here in the Grand Canyon of the last almost 2 billion years of Earth history.
The Grand Canyon, an awe-inspiring natural wonder carved over millions of years by the relentless force of the Colorado River, has long captivated. A group of experts researched the Grand Canyon, and what they found will change our knowledge about the structure and strike a chord of concern among people worldwide. But what exactly did they discover, and how would it affect the Grand Canyon? Stay glued as we explore what scientists just discovered at the Grand Canyon that terrifies them. The weird, he know that this would be a trip he would never forget. While leading a group of enthusiastic students, Krill's sharp eyes caught sight of a fallen boulder beside the trail. It had peculiar markings that bore a striking resemblance to footprints. Intrigued, Krill captured the boulder's secrets in photographs. Krill wasted no time in sharing his incredible find with his old friend and UNLV paleontologist, Stephen Rowland. The Society of Vertebrate Paleontology's annual meeting witnessed the initial announcement of this groundbreaking find in 2018. However, it wasn't until recently that the remarkable significance of these footprints was fully grasped. In a groundbreaking paper published in PLOS 1, Rowland estimated the footprints to be a mind-boggling 313 million years old, making them the oldest vertebrate fossil tracks ever discovered within the Grand Canyon National Park. These ancient footprints are believed to be the earliest evidence of an amniote, an animal that lays hard-shelled eggs, an ancient sandstone formation dating back approximately 314 million years. These tracks were formed when moisture interacted with the sand, preserving these imprints for millions of years. On the boulder's surface, two distinct sets of tracks can be observed, seemingly made by separate reptilian animals. One of these creatures was estimated to be around a foot long and utilized a unique lateral sequence walk, where each foot moved in a distinct pattern. This groundbreaking discovery has brought some debate among the scientific community. Mark Nebel, the paleontology program manager at the Grand Canyon, acknowledges that interpreting tracks and dating rocks can spark disagreements. However, he highlights the undeniable excitement surrounding this find, especially since the boulder had been lying in plain sight, largely unnoticed by passers-by. Now, armed with this newfound knowledge, scientists and enthusiasts alike are flocking to the site, eager to witness this. Did you know that there are more caves in the Grand Canyon National Park than anywhere else? These caves are like hidden time capsules, holding secrets of the past. Some are narrow, where you have to crawl on all fours, while others are spacious enough to spin around without touching the walls. These caves are filled with the remains of ancient plants, animals, and piles of dung balls. Lots of dung balls were left behind by the gigantic Shasta ground sloths, which went extinct over 10,000 years ago. Some of the caves are close to the rushing Colorado River, while others are hundreds of feet above the ground. Ancient humans also found their way into these hard-to-reach caves. They even left behind split-twig figurines around 4,000 years ago. To uncover these hidden treasures, scientists began exploring the caves in the 20th century. One of the pioneers in this research is Jim Mead, a paleontologist who has dedicated his life to unraveling. Stumbled upon something truly extraordinary: mummified bats. These bats, thousands of years old, are resting among beautiful gypsum crystals as if they're taking a nap. Steve Emsley, a biology professor, is an expert on the bird species that lived in the Grand Canyon during the Ice Age. He's found mummified birds in the caves, including condors. The preservation is so incredible that they've been able to chemically analyze the remains and learn about the bird's diet. It turns out, these condors were feasting on megafauna that eventually went extinct, leading to their demise. It's a tragic tale hidden within these ancient caves. The caves aren't just full of poop and mummified animals. They also hold valuable clues about the past. By studying the ancient DNA and microscopic remains found in the sediment, scientists can unlock a wealth of information about the flora and fauna that thrived tens of thousands of years ago. Even pollen trapped stretches an impressive 1,450 miles, all the way from its headwaters in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado to its final destination, the Gulf of California in Mexico. It's a vital water source for millions of people living in the arid American Southwest. The river became a lifeline, serving as a crucial water supply for agriculture, industry, and municipalities across 7 states, and even extending into Mexico. It's no exaggeration to say that the Colorado River fuels a whopping $1.4 trillion annual economy. The river meanders through stunning national parks, cutting through 11 different parks and monuments along its journey. It's not just a water source, it's a hub for adventure, recreation, and wildlife conservation. People flock here for fishing, whitewater paddling, boating, hiking, and so much more. The recreational opportunities alone contribute a staggering $26 billion to the economy. The Colorado River is facing a crisis. It is drying up primarily due to humans burning fossil fuels. These hotter and drier conditions in the western United States have drained the major constructed reservoirs on the river: Lake Powell on the Arizona-Utah border, and Lake Mead on the Arizona-Nevada border, to levels not seen since these reservoirs were first filled decades ago. Those 2 lakes were once almost 92% full, holding a massive 47.6 million acre-feet of water. But as of today, they're down to a mere 12.9 million acre-feet, which is just about a quarter of their capacity. The relationship between snowpacks in the mountains and runoff into the reservoirs has been changing drastically. Even when there's a decent amount of snowfall, less water is reaching the reservoirs during the runoff season. This is all thanks to drier soils that soak up more water before it can make its way to the lakes, along with hotter temperatures that increase evaporation and extend the growing season for plants. It's a vicious cycle, my friends. How it aligns with these cuts. But the lone holdout is California, which has the biggest water user along the river. Their conflicting plans are causing major concern. Uranium deposit found in the Grand Canyon. The breathtaking public lands surrounding the Grand Canyon are home to stunning vistas and an abundance of wildlife. But beneath the surface lies a hidden danger: high concentrations of uranium ore. These ore deposits are nestled within vertical rock formations called breccia pipes, and the mining operations have been extracting this uranium for quite some time now. The mining process involves drilling deep into these breccia pipes, which allows uranium to mix with groundwater. This raises a big concern for the biologically rich springs in and around the Grand Canyon. When uranium becomes soluble, it poses a significant risk of polluting these precious water sources. The Grand Canyon is a spiritual and cultural homeland to at least 11 Native American tribes of corn and alfalfa, as well as other ceremonial and cultural uses. They worry that Canyon Mine could contaminate the water that flows underground and feeds the seeps and springs in their village. What happens after the mining companies have gotten what they wanted? Well, they often leave behind massive amounts of removed material in what we call tailing piles. These piles not only contribute to water and air pollution, but they also pose a threat to the environment and anyone who visits these lands. Since uranium mining isn't always profitable, these mining operations are sometimes abandoned for decades without any oversight or maintenance. When these old mines eventually need to be cleaned up, the burden falls squarely on our shoulders. It gets worse. These abandoned mines also leave a toxic legacy on public lands and sacred American Indian sites. Iconic landscapes that once took our breath away are now marred by the aftermath of mining. Native birds and other wildlife to unknowingly drink from these hazardous sources. It's not just the animals we need to worry about. These mines directly impact the habitat of over 100 sensitive species, including mule deer, mountain lions, and critically endangered California condors. The groundwater pollution is also a danger to the Grand Canyon. This pollution has the potential to seep into underground aquifers used for drinking water. It can also find its way into seeps and springs that act as a lifeblood for the animals living in the arid Grand Canyon region. The consequences of this pollution are far-reaching and deeply concerning. The Mogollon Monster. The Mogollon Monster is said to be a towering bipedal beast, standing over 7 feet tall. Picture this: large red eyes that pierce through the darkness and a body covered in long, black or reddish-brown hair, except for its chest, face, hands, and feet. It can make sounds of various animals in the woods. This creature leaves behind a colossal footprint, measuring a whopping 560 millimeters. It builds nests out of pine needles, twigs, and leaves. It has been known to explore campsites under the cover of darkness. Reports suggest that the Mogollon monster can hurl stones from hidden locations, just like a silent predator waiting to strike. It's also been said to decapitate deer and other wildlife before feasting on them. The Mogollon monster emits a blood-curdling scream, described as a woman in great distress. It seems the majority of sightings occur in the breathtaking ponderosa pine forests of the Mogollon Rim, from Prescott to Williams, then southeast to Alpine, south to Clifton, and back northwest to Prescott. The earliest reported sighting of the Mogollon monster dates back to 1903. I.W. Stevens, a brave soul, encountered a creature near the Grand Canyon. He described it as having long, white hair and a matted beard that reached its... Marjorie Grimes, a resident of White River, Arizona, also claimed to have spotted the creature multiple times between 1982 and 2004. She described it as tall, black, and walking in big, otherworldly strides. The Mogollon monster has become a legend in its own right, captivating TERRIFIES minds of cryptozoology enthusiasts and thrill-seekers alike. Some believe that the Mogollon monster could be a remnant of an undiscovered species, lurking in the depths of the forest. Others think it could be a mysterious creature from Native American folklore, brought to life by the stories and beliefs of the indigenous people of the region. The skeptics argue that the sightings could be mere misidentifications or hoaxes. After all, the mind can play tricks on us, especially when we find ourselves in the dark, surrounded by the unknown. Nevertheless, brave researchers and investigators have ventured into the very fabric of the forest, leaving only whispers and legends in its wake. Should you find yourself in the depths of the Mogollon Rim, keep your senses sharp. The Mogollon monster may be watching from the shadows, observing our every move with those piercing red eyes. Grand Canyon Luxury Suite. Back in 1927, a man named Walter Peck stumbled upon these majestic caverns while searching for gold. But little did he know he had struck something even more valuable, a hidden gem that would captivate the hearts of travelers from all around the world. During the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1960, the U.S. government designated these caverns as a fallout shelter for 2,000 people. In the cavern, when you descend, you will see a mind-boggling 22 stories below the Earth's surface. As the doors open, you step into a world unlike any other, a massive cavern that stretches as far as by the ancient beauty of nature. What's inside this one-of-a-kind suite? The cavern suite features 2 comfy queen beds and a fold-out couch that transforms into a king-size bed. There is a kitchenette equipped with a microwave, fridge, and a Keurig coffee maker. You won't have to sacrifice any modern comforts down here. There are lights, hot and cold water for a refreshing shower, and a restroom. They are equipped with subterranean needs and also attendants for assistance. You have complete control over the subterranean elevator. You can come and go as you please, allowing you to fully embrace the spirit of adventure. The cavern suite is not secluded from the outside world. It's also a place for tourists, adding more excitement to the carven suite. The cavern suite attracts a variety of guests. Families looking for an unforgettable night underground, adventurous souls seeking thrills, and even film and TV crews searching for a unique backdrop have all called this place home for a little while. Grab a flashlight and embark on 27 miles in length, making it the longest canyon in the United States. And get this, it's a colossal 18 miles wide. How exactly did this breathtaking masterpiece come to be? The Grand Canyon is a product of tectonic uplift, a process that occurs when massive forces within the Earth push the land upwards. Millions of years ago, the Colorado Plateau, the vast region spanning multiple states, experienced a tremendous uplift due to tectonic activity. Over countless millennia, the Colorado River carved its way through the uplifted Colorado Plateau, relentlessly chiseling out the breathtaking Grand Canyon that we see today. The Grand Canyon plunges a staggering 6,000 feet deep in some places. Geologists have been debating the age of the Grand Canyon itself. Some argue that it may have formed around 5 million years ago, while others believe it could be as ancient as 70 million years. It's like trying to unravel a captivating mystery that spans millions of years, and its captivating story. The case of disappearing and reappearing bodies at the Grand Canyon. The majestic Grand Canyon with its breathtaking beauty and awe-inspiring landscapes. It's a place that attracts millions of visitors every year. But what if I told you that within this natural wonder, there's been a mysterious case of disappearing and reappearing bodies? A man named John Pennington from Kentucky went missing at the Grand Canyon. He was last seen near Yaqui Point, leaving his vehicle behind. The authorities were alerted, and an intense search operation was launched to find him. Park rangers, National Park Service personnel, and even helicopters scoured the area for days, hoping to locate John and bring him back safely. The entire park was on high alert, with everyone working tirelessly to solve this mystery. On a fateful day, National Park Service personnel spotted a body along with a motorcycle to the Coconino County Health and Human Services Medical Examiner's Office in Flagstaff. The National Park Service issued a statement confirming that based on evidence found with the body, it is believed to be John Pennington. This isn't the first time such mysterious events have occurred at the Grand Canyon. Over the years, there have been reports of unexplained disappearances, baffling even the most seasoned investigators. Some people have gone missing without a trace, only to reappear days, months, or even years later, as if the canyon had swallowed them whole and then spat them back out. The Grand Canyon, with its vastness and unforgiving terrain, has always held an air of mystique. Some people believe that these disappearances and reappearances are connected to these mystical energies, a cosmic game being played out by unseen forces. Others suggest more rational explanations, like the treacherous nature of the terrain or the extreme weather conditions that can change in an instant. The Tusayan Ruins. Inside, you'll find living areas, storage rooms, and a fascinating kiva, an underground ceremonial chamber. This was where the Pueblo people came together to connect with their spiritual beliefs and perform rituals. Through meticulous tree ring studies, experts have determined that this site was occupied for about 20 years, starting around 1185. To reach the Tusayan Ruins, you'll need to embark on an awe-inspiring journey along Desert View Drive, part of Arizona State Route 64. Just 3 miles west of the iconic Desert View Watchtower, you'll find this hidden gem waiting to be explored. In 1930, we witness an excavation led by the intrepid members of the Gila Pueblo of Globe, Arizona. These adventurous souls delved into the mysteries of the Tusayan Ruins, unearthing artifacts and uncovering the secrets of the past. Over the years, dedicated preservation efforts have ensured that this precious piece of history by the talented National Park Service architect, Herbert Mayer. Inside, you'll encounter a fascinating array of exhibits, shedding light on the lives and culture of the Pueblo people. From ancient artifacts to interactive displays, the museum truly brings history to life. The Havasupai. In 1882, the federal government forced them to give up almost all of their land, leaving them with just 518 acres. The rush for silver and the Santa Fe Railroad wreaked havoc on their fertile lands, making it incredibly difficult for the tribe to thrive. The creation of the Grand Canyon National Park in 1919 put even more pressure on the Havasupai people. The park began using their land, squeezing them into a smaller and smaller space. The Havasupai weren't about to let their heritage fade away into history. Armed with determination and an unwavering spirit, the tribe took their fight to the U.S. judicial system, restored approximately 185,000 acres of their precious land. With their homeland back in their hands, the Havasupai people embarked on a new chapter of their journey. They turned to tourism as a means of survival, inviting people from all walks of life to experience the breathtaking beauty of Havasu Canyon. Every year, thousands of adventure seekers like you and me make the pilgrimage to the Havasupai Indian Reservation. It's not just the natural beauty that draws us in, it's the incredible culture and traditions of the Havasupai people themselves. They warmly welcome visitors, sharing their history, stories, and delicious traditional food. It's a chance to immerse yourself in a world that is so different from our own, and yet we find common threads that connect us all as human beings. Thanks for watching another episode. While you are still here, make sure to click the video on your screen for more quality content.